Hello, everybody. Today is the 14th, so that means I'm playing Danger by Design. Like so many of these other games, these older ones at least, I have not played this game for quite a while. That's really quiet. There we go. I don't think I played this one since August of 2012. It's been quite a while.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew.
Oh, yes.
Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the...
Let's skip that, I'm sorry. But I've heard that many times. If I don't have to, I'd rather not hear it again. I can quote it. I mean, wow.
In preparation for our landing, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
Taxi!
Ugh. Okay. What? Oh. Okay. Well.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew.
Again.
Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off.
Yes, I would expect you to very much. Oh, okay. I think I messed something up when I hit the thing on that pop-up. Okay. Oh, Nancy's going to go to Ireland. She's been to the United Kingdom.
Make sure your seatbelt
Over there is Italy.
Thank you.
Taxi!
Taxi!
That's a pretty cool M, I think.
Hello?
I said don't come near me. No, Minette, don't!
Whoa. That didn't look good.
Stay back, you hear me? Stay back! Bonjour, vous êtes... I mean, are you Nancy?
Yeah?
I'm Heather McKay. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. How was your flight?
Fine. Well, actually, they lost my suitcase, so I don't have any clothes or my cell phone. What's going on in there? Is someone hurt?
That's just Minette throwing one of her tantrums. Don't worry. She'll stop screaming right now. They lost your suitcase? That's terrible. Well, at least you're staying with Jing Jing. She'll have tons of clothes you can borrow.
Is she all right?
Oh, you mean Minette? Don't worry, she's fine. At least she will be after phase 3, which should begin right about now.
She sounds kind of crazy.
See, she uses this process that some shrink taught her to manage anger and frustration. First, she vents her rage for 10 seconds, then 6 seconds of sobs and tears, and finally, at least 4 seconds of robust laughter, all of which restores her positive flux.
Huh?
It's all very weird, but it works, and believe me, without it, she would be impossible to work for. With it, she's a mere nightmare to work for. Anyway, ready to get started?
You bet.
That desk over there will be your workstation. I made a list of all the things that need to get done and put them on your computer. That's a Metro Pass. It'll let you ride the subway all over the city for free. Go ahead and take it. Answering the phone is your job. If you have any questions, just ask. Ask me, that is. Do not bother Minette. She's behind on her spring collection and is in danger of falling way behind on her couture projects.
Why is she so far behind?
She's been under a lot of stress lately.
Heather?
Yes?
I hear voices. Who are you talking to out there?
Nancy Drew, you know, from the States?
Well, she's no good to me out there. Send her in.
Yes, Minette. As soon as you feel up to it, she's right through that door.
What do you mean by couture?
High fashion dresses and accessories that people have commissioned Minette to create. Needless to say, those people are très riche. In fact, she's designing the dress the First Lady will wear to the World Summit in November. Pretty cool, huh?
Well, I'll see you later.
What?
Fun.
Okay. That was weird. I guess we better go talk to Annette.
Well, there you are.
Oh.
I was just about to call Amy Grunhild and tell her that this internship thing she'd arranged for you was off. It's bad enough Amy foisting you on me like this. The day I become financially independent and can tell people like her to buzz off will be the happiest day of my life. Well, you're here, we've met, so get to work. Heather did give you a list of chores, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm all set.
One more thing. See that form over there? The one I've just started to drape? Don't touch it. Don't even go near it. That's the dress I'm designing for the First Lady. Now go. Actually, make me a pot of my special tea first. It was custom blended by my tea therapist, so make sure you follow the directions. When you're done, pour me a cup and leave it on the table. A nice big boost of herbal energy never fails to get my brain cells firing.
Well, I guess I'd better go make Annette's tea.
Let's see. To make Minette her tea, the first thing I should do is read these instructions. Then I should put whichever herbs the instructions say I need into this pot of boiling water. Then when I'm done, I should click on the teapot so I can pour the tea into a cup. If I make a mistake and need to throw out an herb that I chose or the tea itself, all I have to do is click on the sink. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Now I'm wondering, perhaps
If Minette has had
they
a
added those
temper tantrum in the
instructions
last
because
14
testing,
days, and if
there
she
were no
declares
instructions
that
and it
blue
didn't
is
work.
your favorite color on a tea. Excuse me, Minette, but what's your favorite color?
Red.
When asked to pick a
Play
number
the
between
doctor.
1 and 10, if Minette chooses a
So
odd
that's a
number,
doctor?
the day the tea is to be consumed.
Huh.
Minette, could you please pick a number between 1 and 10?
10.
Anyway, I wonder if testing those instructions weren't here and people were really confused, and so they added them. Because they don't seem out of place exactly, but they don't seem like they were originally there. I mean, it seems very step by step. Maybe there was trouble with that in testing. I don't know. Some of the I find the behind the scenes stuff at HerInteractive, and usually most companies, to be very interesting. I think that should be good.
I finished making your tea.
Just leave it there.
Okay. Let's see. Yep.
Nancy,
Got
come
it.
back here.
The tea is utterly rude. I can already feel my creativity flowing again, building like a wave on the ocean, surging towards some unseen shore. I have another job for you, a very critical job. See the stuff that I've been studying? That, in essence, is my spring collection.
Uh-huh.
All those objects have certain things in common which speak to and stimulate the artistic sinews of my subconscious, from which all the designs I need will eventually burst forth.
Uh-huh.
They're all totally rude, but they're not enough. I need more, Nancy. You need to take the number 7 metro to Pont Neuf, go to the flea market in Square de Vergalant Park, and buy me 4 more things with qualities identical to the ones each of these possesses. But use this bag. Put everything in there as soon as you buy it. I don't want anyone seeing what you bring me. It could give away my whole
But
collection.
who even knows Nancy's your intern?
Here's some money.
No one yet.
I'm just supposed to go out and buy things?
Stuff. I want stuff. New stuff that's just like this old stuff, only different. Now just take a good look at my stuff, then go. Go!
Guess I'll take one look at your stuff and then go.
You've really outdone yourself.
Okay. Oops. I should probably check my list of tasks on the computer.
Sunny was here.
To-do list.
Pick up envelope from J.J. Ling. Pick up fabric photos from Dieter von Schwesterkrank. Deliver photos to John Michel Trequenard.
Oh,
Fix
my
plotter. Do whatever Minette tells you to do and do it fast.
No. Okay. Good. Emily Griffin. Dates. Wonder why Nancy's getting everyone's number. Anyway.
These doodles sure look familiar. Sonny. Sonny June did them. He must have been Manette's last assistant. Wow, that guy gets around.
Yes, he does. You don't even know yet. Oh my.
What's this?
That's the plotter. It's broken.
Let's get this.
Fixing it is one of your jobs.
I mean, it really doesn't take very long, so I don't know exactly why they need me to do it. But, you know, I guess I'm an intern. I do whatever. I guess we'll just put it as a prince. Very cool.
There.
Nancy, that wasn't even very difficult.
Bonjour, Manette's House of Design.
Bonjour, my name is Lynn Manrique. I'm with the Modern History Department at UC Kearns in the States, and I'm following up on the letter I sent to Manette about 2 weeks ago concerning Noisette Tornade.
Noisette Tornade?
It's that historian person, isn't it? Tell her we're sorry, but Manette is extremely busy and won't be able to get back to her for at least 6 weeks.
I'm sorry, but
I heard. Well, 6 weeks it is then. Thank you anyway.
Well, that was easy. It's not even easy to doubt someone.
Forget something?
why does Manette wear that mask?
All I know is that back in March, on the last day of her big fall show, she showed up wearing that mask, and she hasn't taken it off since.
And she's never bothered to explain why?
Sometimes she refuses to say. Other times she says it's because some mysterious man in black threw acid on her. I think it's because she just likes to get people's tongues wagging.
Has this windmill or moulin always been a fashion design studio?
No. In fact, until a year or two ago, this little old lady lived here. When she passed away, this place went on the market and Manette snapped it up. See, Manette has this thing about curves. She claimed working in a quasi-round environment like this would make her more productive.
And has it?
As if. But she has gotten a lot of press out of it. In fact, if there's one thing I've learned from Manette, it's that how a designer behaves is likely to get her just as much attention in the fashion world as what she designs.
Who is Dieter von Schwesterkrank?
He's this awesome fashion photographer. But listen, as it turns out, I have to run an errand in that area, so I'll pick up those fabric photos.
Oh no, that's okay. I'll do it. Finding his studio will help me get more familiar with Paris. In fact, why don't I run your errand too?
No, that's all right. It can wait. Getting those prints to Jean-Mi is much more important.
Why is that?
Jean-Michel Trequenard is the fashion editor for Glam Glam magazine. All he really is a glorified gossip columnist, so it pays to be nice to him, which, as you'll find out, ain't easy. His office is the Café Kiki on the Rue des Mauvais Garçons in the Marais. Look for the bald guy at the corner table. He'll have a cell phone in one hand and a fork in the other.
I'll let you get back to work.
Allez, bye-bye.
Wait. What?
Leave that alone, okay?
Okay, fine. Whoa.
There's something on the floor here. Looks like someone slipped it under the door. It's for Manette.
Go ahead and open it.
Make the most of what little time you have left. Soon it will all be over.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, not another one.
Manette's gotten other letters like this?
Letters, phone calls. They started sometime in April, then they stopped, then they started up again in July. And last month, someone sent Manette dead flowers every day for a week. She locks the letters up in her dodo box over there in order to neutralize them.
May I keep this letter?
Why? I mean, if you were some kind of private detective, I'd say sure, but since you're not, just put it in the dodo box.
But okay. How do you open this thing?
You don't. There's a lock on it, but Manette is convinced that if she opens it, all the wickedness in there will escape and wreak havoc. In fact, don't say anything to her about that letter. It'll just upset her, and if she falls any further behind, she'll have to cancel her show next month. And if that happens, she may as well cancel her career.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
None of that sounds very good. Well then, I guess we'll start with Dieter. Let's make our way over. I guess I can time soon. Hello, leader.
No, don't say anything. Let me guess. You lost your passport, so you're looking for the American consulate to get it replaced. Only you wound up here because you asked a Parisian for directions, and you thought you understood what he said, only you didn't. Am I right?
Well, you got the part about being an American right.
But you're not lost? Ugh, I must be losing my touch. Dieter von Schwesterkrank. Please don't tell me you're a would-be model who thinks her career would take off if only I would photograph her.
No, my name's Nancy Drew. Minette sent me here to pick up some fabric photos.
I regret to say I have not printed them up yet, nor will I have time to do so for quite a while. Had I used my digital cameras, there would be no problem, but unfortunately, the essence of those fabrics was better captured by film.
But I need to deliver them to that fashion editor, Jean-Michel Traquenard, today.
My regrets once again. Do you know how to make prints?
Sure.
No, I don't.
Then all is well. There is a binder on the bookshelf that will tell you how to make prints with the paper I use, which is Krollmeister Escachrome PB paper. The darkroom is through the door with the red light by it, and the 4 negatives from which prints need to be made are next to the enlarger. I'm sure you'll do fine.
Oh wow, that was like.
What's this?
That's just a toy I made when I was a boy. Go ahead and play with it if you want. I still do.
Nice camera. Is it digital?
Yes, very high res though, very limited capacity. Would you like to borrow it?
I'd love to. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Just
I
make
just
sure
took
you
my
don't
camera.
knock over anything in there.
Now, I don't feel like doing the prints. So there is a Easter egg here where if you flush the toilet 10 times, then prints are done. And seeing as I would rather flush the toilet 10 times than try to do the prints, especially because I'm on my laptop and I don't want to mess with the screen, I'm just going to flush the toilet. So I think that was 3. Okay, I finished. It's terrible when you lose count because then it just seems like it's taking forever, even though it's still the same amount of time even if you were counting. It just seems longer because each time you're like, was that 10? Was that 10? Was that 10? And it's never 10, it seems. But unlike in Curse of Black Manor, where I clicked on the thing to get the tiles to move into place and I didn't realize it because it wasn't what I expected it would look like, a nice chicken fucking sound happens. Once it's been 10. So, I actually lost count while I was talking. Here we go. Easter egg.
Whoa, look at all those bottles of chemicals. One false move and boom.
Okay, Nancy, thank you. Let me book that. Okay, I did that right.
My gosh, it's pitch black in here. With all those chemicals around, I'm going to have to be real careful.
Let me turn back on.
There
we go.
Just put them in an envelope and I'll be all set.
Yeah, I had to turn around at the time. But I got them.
You made the prints. Now you get to have the pleasure of delivering them to Monsieur Traquenard.
It sounds like you don't like him.
He's a conceited nixnutz who thinks far too highly of himself and far too little of everyone else to do his job fairly.
Heather didn't seem to like him very much either.
I refuse to bow and scrape when I'm in his presence, and he resents me for it. He's not used to that. You see, most people are so afraid he'll write something bad about them that as far as they're concerned, whatever Jean-Mi wants, Jean-Mi gets, no questions asked.
What's your opinion of Minette's assistant, Heather McKay?
Heather's a bright girl. A crush on me is unfortunate, but I can handle it.
She has a crush on you?
It's obvious to me that she does. Dealing with models the way I do day in and day out, I've gotten pretty good at knowing what women are thinking and feeling.
Does Heather know that you know?
I've said nothing to her because although there is no chance that I will ever reciprocate her feelings, I see no point in hurting her. Let her have her crush. Eventually she will set her heart on someone else and I will be forgotten.
Why does Jean-Mi need those prints?
Heather said that he wants to use them to illustrate an upcoming story about modern fabrics.
It was fun talking to you.
Drop by again?
That sounds like a... Well, to me, because I know very, very, very little about fashion, it doesn't sound like a very interesting article. Okay, do some shopping.
Bonjour. Lequel préférez-vous?
Parlez-vous anglais?
If you I speak whatever you like. I am Malika. I sell fine things from around the world. The others here, they sell things which they pry from the muck of their basements.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Look at these.
How much are you selling the green rings for?
They are green magic rings. They cost 15 euros.
Too much. 4 euros is more like it.
Voila. What else do you like?
Okay.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you come back, maybe then I have what you like.
I'll remember that.
Merci. Au revoir.
I have a nice list here that tells me how much.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. If you like the bargains, you have come to the right place. What captures the eyes?
Well,
Well, let's
does
take
this cost very much?
The traffic cone is one of my favorites. So colorful and so useful. With it, I myself learned to park my car parallel, and I ask only 10 euro for it.
It's just a little cone. 1 euro.
It is yours. See anything else you like?
This lava
What's
lamp.
the price of this lava lamp?
That lamp is very special. The trunk which rises and falls inside it, unlike any I have ever seen. Watching it will entertain you for hours. And I am selling it for only 20 euro.
Would you take 15 euros instead?
It is yours. See anything else you like?
Actually, I don't see anything else.
Here, new things come and old things go all the time. You must come back.
I might just do that. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Well, that could be good
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
if I need it.
Monsieur
later.
Marchand, à votre service.
Bonjour, Monsieur Marchand.
American tourist?
Sort of. Is that okay?
I like Americans. They are smart. I sell good stuff and they can tell. So, what are you going to buy?
Well-
I'm going to buy this.
What's in here? A movie?
Oui, it contains an American short film. I'm not sure if it is about a beloved beast of burden in Tibet or about someone who talks a lot, but it has won many awards. And the fact that it is in a nice blue canister makes it well worth 84 euro.
84.
Would you take 21 euros instead?
Vendu. What else tickles your fancy?
None.
I really don't want to buy
I only
anything
bought
right
that
now.
because Manette needs
By any
round
chance,
things.
does mademoiselle wish to earn some money?
No, I don't.
Maybe. How?
No, I
The
don't.
tourists, they like to buy hand-painted reproductions of famous works of art. But as you can see, it is difficult for me to paint them. But for a young woman such as you, it is easy.
You want me to paint the reproductions?
You see, the lines are
Oh, no, I
already
don't.
there. You look at the original painting, you put paint on your brush, you paint between the lines. Voila! A painting which the tourists will gobble up. And I pay you 15 euro for each one you complete. Do you wish to start now?
No, I don't. I really
No,
want to start.
thanks. Maybe later.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Okay. Very, very good. Now, next on our little list would be, I guess, Jean-Michel. And if your Nancy is name is Track Renard. Ugh, awful.
Oui,
Excusez-moi, mais êtes-vous Monsieur Traquenard?
Oh, no.
please, in English. I do not wish to hear my native tongue butchered while I eat. As for my name, not Traquenard. It is Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Traquenard!
Traquenard. Traquenard.
Enough! What can I do for you, Mademoiselle?
Drew.
I'm Drew.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew.
I've just started working for Minette as an assistant.
Oh? What happened to Ezer?
Elzale?
Ezer Mickey.
Huh? Oh, Heather McKay. No, Heather still works for Minette. I'm kind of working for both of them.
Our Lady of the Mask has fired 3 assistants in the past 5 months. I hope you are not next. In fact, that Ezer has managed to avoid the axe for this long is truly remarkable.
Here, I'm supposed to give these photos to you. They came straight from Dieter von Schwesterkrank's darkroom. I printed them up myself.
You are quite doué as a photo developer. Bravo for you, Nancy Drew.
Thank you.
Merci. I was afraid Ezer had forgotten. So, you had the pleasure of meeting Herr von Schwesterkrank, eh?
He seemed very nice.
Dieter is a very enterprising young man, which in most cases is good, but when arrogance enters the picture... So, do you, like Ezer, hope to leave your mark on the world of couture?
I have no desire to design wild and crazy dresses, if that's what you mean.
Then you are an intelligent young lady, Nancy. In the world of couture, a single creation worn by someone famous to a high-profile event, such a dress can be worth a fortune in publicity, which makes it a desperately competitive world. A dog-eat-dog world. A world where bad things can and do happen to good people. You must order something. I insist.
Well, that
La
would change
carte,
the
s'il vous plaît.
topic.
Oh, but I'm really not hungry.
Mademoiselle,
Thank you. I mean, merci.
Order anything you want. Everything here is superb. And Henri, he is the best waiter in all of France.
Well, in that case,
Yes, in that case, I will order the most expensive thing on the menu, which the Classes de Glengley. Okay, I can't speak French. There it is.
may I please have the cannelle?
d'accord.
Wait, no, whatever.
Merci,
Can't even order
Henri.
right.
Ajoutez-le à mon édition, s'il vous plaît.
Certainement.
Chicken dumplings. You are going to love them.
With green
Yes.
beans.
Mm,
Yeah, she left a piece of chicken with some
as
green
we say in the
beans.
U.S. Mm.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
So, what else do you wish from me?
Do you have a real office somewhere?
When I'm writing my column, I go to my office at Glam Glam. When I'm researching my column, I come here. I have my telephone, which can do everything save sing the Marseillaise, good
These days that can
food,
do
and a
that,
chair
too.
for whomever stops by.
Do you have any idea why Minette wears that mask?
I believe she is the victim of botched plastic surgery.
Do you have proof?
No, but I tell you this, Nancy. Some women with noses that would put birds of prey to shame are perfectly content with their appearance, while others with acceptable features are convinced they are more hideous than Frankenstein. Self-image. It can make people do strange things.
If you had to name Minette's worst enemy, who would that be?
Ugo Batelli, without a doubt. Not only do he and Minette have similar design styles, so that they are constantly competing for the same couture clients, but both of them are unthinking, socially inept egoists. It is a rare week that goes by without one of them insulting the other.
Has it ever gone beyond words?
Not to my knowledge. You ask very curious questions, Mademoiselle Drew. They make me think you know more than you are saying. And as a member of the press, I'm not sure that I like that.
How can I contact this Hugo Butterly person?
His phone number is right here in my digital assistant. Of course, it's extremely unlikely that you will be able to talk to him in person. Even I occasionally have trouble penetrating the wall of sycophants that surrounds him. So, what else do you wish from me?
It was a pleasure talking to you.
D'accord.
Okay, now we will go finish this little line at Jing Jing's. Jing Jing? I don't. Is it Jing Jing or Jing Jing? We will find out when we talk to her, I suppose. Or JJ. JJ's easier.
Come in. Set your things down and come on over here. Hi, JJ Ling. I shake your
JJ.
hand, but I get flour all over you. Oh, and Heather called and told me about your luggage. No worries. I have plenty of clothes in every size imaginable. Your bedroom's down that hall. The airline lost my luggage once. Told me it was gone for good and paid me $100. Then 5 years later, my suitcase shows up on my doorstep. And a bill for the $100 they paid me. Plus interest.
It showed up 5 years later.
What? You don't believe me?
Actually, no.
Ooh, you're honest. You're smart. You and I are going to get along great, Nancy Drew. You were right not to believe me. I made it up. See, to be a good model, you kind of have to be a good actress, too. So sometimes I make things up, just for practice. Just to see if I can get people to believe me.
Doesn't that make people kind of mad?
Some people, yeah. But I don't do it to be mean. And it's not like I'm hurting anybody. I'm just being creative. I've got some people convinced that I won the lottery and am actually a millionaire. It's kind of fun. You like chocolate chip cookies?
I love chocolate chip cookies.
Lots of people love them.
So do I. And the nice thing is, I'm about 3 pounds shy of being the perfect size 12 that I need to be for Minette. I have a very high metabolism. So, I make cookies, I eat cookies, and since you're here, I share cookies.
Heather wants me to pick up an envelope from you.
Oh yeah, it's right over there. Heather needed a bunch of personal information so they can pay me, but I refused to give it out over the phone. I'm real paranoid about that sort of stuff. Don't ask me why, I just am. Go ahead and take it to her.
Okay.
Why does Minette want you to be a size 12?
Contractually, I have to be a size 12. See, Minette is into curves, so she designs clothes for full-figured, curvy women. Because I signed on to be a fitting model, I have to maintain the ideal size 12 weight and shape.
What's a fitting model?
A fitting model puts on samples from a designer's latest line, so the designer can create each piece on a real live person instead of a dress form. It's not very exciting. In fact, it's totally boring. Plus, you're always getting stabbed with pins. But it pays the bills.
Does anyone else live here?
Nope, it's just me. And you now. Managed to get a short-term lease. Soon as I'm done being Minette's fitting model, I am out of here.
Can you think of anyone who might be out to get Minette?
Well, Dieter, obviously.
Dieter von Schwesterkrank?
He and Minette went out for about 6 months. Then all of a sudden, last April, Minette dumped him. Just tossed him aside like last month's edition of Vogue.
Was he angry?
You'd have to ask him. Just watch out when you're in that photographic studio of his. He lets his pet boa constrictor slither around loose in there.
There's a snake in his studio?
That's what I said. Don't you believe me?
Well, I guess.
Hardly anybody knows about it. I think it may be illegal. If you happen to be in there, be careful.
I'll let you get back to your cookie dough.
Take care.
Would not have been an interesting second chance. If Nancy came across a snake. Creepy. Hey, this Utney, or Utney, however you say it. It was in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. I think Fatima had a copy of it. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now we go all the way back to the beginning. Kind of a logical way to get to the beginning of the game. Eat, stop, meet everyone, finish the chores. Okay.
Get the phone, please.
Well, it looks like I'm getting the phone.
Bonjour, Minette's House of Design.
Bonjour, est-ce que c'est Heather?
This is Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. Oh my, that name is familiar, but for the life of me, I cannot remember why. Nancy Drew. This is going to drive me mad.
May I ask who this is?
Prudence Rutherford.
Prudence Rutherford. Oh, shoot. I know you. I talked to you when I was working at the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I'm Nancy Drew, remember? You sent me a copy of your fire ruby necklace. You know, the one that had been stolen.
Oh, good heavens, yes, of course, Nancy Drew. Why, as I understand it, it was largely because of your investigatory prowess that my real necklace was recovered soon thereafter. What on earth is a nascent detective like you doing answering the telephone for Minette? Get down from there. Excuse me, dear.
Nancy, tell her the designs are done and will be shipped to her by the end of the week. Then go to the work table and finish them.
You want me to finish them?
The instructions are all right there. Piece of cake.
Are you? Why my husband insists on sitting here in my study in his soggy tennis talks when he has the run of the whole villa is beyond me. Oh, dear. Thanks to that scallywag, I've quite forgotten what we were talking about.
I forget too. But the important thing is, I'm going to ship you some designs very shortly.
Oh, goody goody gumdrops.
You should
How
have
is
them
she
by the end
clapping
of the
when she's
week.
holding the phone?
Wonderful. I'm sure they're going to knock my socks off and blow me away, as you young people like to say. Lucy, get the deodorizer, please. Philip's been in here again, I'm afraid. Goodbye, dear. Or shall I say, à tout à l'heure.
I guess you can say that. Ooh, which reminds me. Actually, that had nothing to do with finding me. But I am going to need that later. So I might as well take
Are the
pictures.
designs I'm supposed to finish for Prudence Rutherford under here?
You got it.
Okay. Some of these
First thing I need to do is flip up this
choices.
plastic sheet.
Why? But I suppose we will start, oops, with the feather boa that she can carry around, and the lovely green hat, mixed with this pink top, and some green pants. Don't forget the sunglasses. Very important. We need to protect the eyes. Mixed with some pink slippers.
That looks right.
That does not look right. I'm sorry. Oh, and this is even less right, because here we have a bunny mask and bunny face, some white pants, this white fuzzy looking bikini, wait no, orange pants, sorry, a pineapple purse, because that's what everyone's wearing, and these fuzzy white shoes.
That looks right.
Who would wear that? Oh my, it hurts. It hurts my eyes. This one is a little better, I guess. Although the yellow with the plaid shirt, eesh. Not awful, I guess. Wait, oh, white pants. That's fine.
Well, that's that. All
Sounds
three
better.
outfits are ready for you to send to Prudence.
Looks good to me.
Still not the best, though. Let's see.
What's
Here
up?
you have an envelope.
Here's that envelope I picked up from JJ. I almost forgot.
No problem.
Do you
I
work
did
for
almost
Manette
forget,
because you
actually.
want to be a fashion designer too?
Well, I studied at Rhode Island School of Design and Central St. Martin's in London, so I kind of like to think that I already am a fashion designer. I work for Manette mostly so I can develop some contacts and get a feel for the business end of things.
I'd
It
love
sounds
to
like
see
you're
some of
doing
the
everything
things
on
you've
your own.
designed.
Well, I'd love to show them to you.
Heather, my pencil's missing. It was right here and now it's gone. You walked off with it again.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I'm telling you, it's not here.
Did you check behind your ear?
Oh.
My portfolio can wait. If she came out and caught me showing you my designs instead of hers, yikes.
Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah,
Allez, bye-bye.
yeah, I definitely see.
If you need to talk to Manette, good luck. She's playing that ridiculous online game she's obsessed with and refuses to do anything else until she gets the highest score. It is so aggravating.
Well, then I guess I'll just have to beat it for her. Jane's game portal. I guess nothing happened to Jane because apparently she was allowed to design her own website.
Do you happen to know what Manette's login is?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Yes.
Let's play Model Map. I wonder if these are like real models. They might be. Oh look, she put her own face on it. That Jane, so modest. Her face. There's face. Okay. Ooh, there's another one. Good. Nothing there. Oh, this thing makes no sense. Right. Wait, oh look, radio strong. That matches. Some of these matches are hard to do. Okay. Let's see why. He's not a model. As far as I know, he's not a model. I guess he could be if he really wanted to. Okay. I'm getting someone now. Ooh. Nope. That guy. There's that. Yes. There's another Brady. Wait, no, wait, that's the same data. Ooh, another one of these. Maybe you can go there. You and okay, there's gotta be some match here. Ooh, same. Oh, I've already won. I just have to wait like 40 seconds. Well, I've beat the high score, so I guess we'll just sit here and talk about that wig. It's a very interesting wig. Mixed with those glasses and the dress and the stockings. It's not awful to look at. But I'd like to know why Jeff Akers is here. Makes sense, Jane would put herself in the game, of course. And then Brady, because she likes Brady. But why Jeff Akers? He's a park ranger in Pennsylvania. How would she even know of him? It's a fun little cookie, though. That's what they call it, right? Maybe that's quite a cookie.
All right.
I actually won a while ago. He's ready, dude.
I got the highest score. Or should I say Carol did.
Oh my gosh, I did it. Heather, I won. I got the highest score. Send Nancy in here. We've got work to do, and I am on a roll.
You're a genius. Now get in there before she decides she has to beat that score.
Yeah, I did kind of set the bar a little high for the net. I mean, it's not super high.
Ah, you have some stuff for me. Let's see it. How absolutely positively rude. The lava lamp, the rings, the canister, the cone. They're perfect. I adore them all. Now go away. I have work to do.
Okay, then.
Heather, where is JJ?
I told you, she's not answering her phone.
Heather, I don't want excuses. I want JJ now.
Nancy? It seems that Minette has finally thought up all the designs she needs for her spring collection. But instead of putting them down on paper, like a normal designer, she insists on creating them on a live model. Hence her sudden, desperate need for JJ.
Say no more. I'll go get her.
Heather, I don't want excuses. I want JJ now.
Go like the wind.
Yes, I will go. I will go. Good promise. Where's it going? Okay. Before I do that, though, I do need to stop at Hot New. And then I have to stop at Hotel de Ville, pick up some supplies. Because you never know when you're going to need to do some emergency cooking. Yeah.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. As you can see, you have many new things to choose from. What intrigues you?
Well, let's see. What's in here?
If you are cooking and you run out of an ingredient, that book tells you what you can use in its place. So if you must cook, you must have that book. Fortunately, I charge only €8.
€6 is more my speed.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
I'm gonna need this later.
A wetsuit.
Not just any wetsuit. It used to belong to a friend of the famous undersea explorer Jacques Cousteau. A friend who is said to have shared many adventures with him. For that reason, I sell it for €125.
I couldn't possibly pay more than €63.
Vendu.
Yeah.
What else tickles the fancy?
Last thing I'll
Is
need
this
right
pie
now,
tin very
anyway,
expensive?
is a pie tin.
Very cheap. €15.
That's not cheap.
Would you take €4 instead?
Vendu. What
cheap.
else tickles the fancy?
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't object to buying more, but I can do that later. Okay, now we need to stop here. Oh, no, we don't need to stop here. Ah! Never mind. Let me back up. I meant to go to JJ's. I'll keep that in for later. Oh. Come on, Nancy. You.
Oh, goody, you're back. I'm really bored. Let's play Hangman. You know how to play, right?
Well, I
Hangman?
know it'll stop you from being bored.
Well, yeah, sure.
Great.
Okay, I'll think of a 6-letter word and you try to guess what it is. Ready?
On second thought, maybe some other time.
Anytime you want to
because,
play, just let me know.
Minette needs you at her studio. In fact, she's been screaming for you, literally.
Too bad. I'm not going anywhere until these mint chocolate chip cookies are finished.
You have to. Minette is freaking out.
Too bad. Silly me, I just said that, didn't I?
Look, go to the studio. I'll finish those for you, okay? I'll do a great job, I promise.
Well, I'll head over there. But I'm going to call you before I set one foot inside Minette's studio.
Well, that's not so
And if
bad.
those aren't done, or if
Fancy
you
lots.
try to lie,
Just go, please.
well, all right. Everything you need is right here. Recipe, baking sheet, mixing bowl, measuring cups and spoons, ingredients, and if you mess up and want to start over, just turn around and dump it down the sink. One problem though, the recipe calls for fresh mint, only I had to toss the sprig I had because it was moldy. So you're going to have to go out and find some more, which could be hard because there's some kind of mint shortage thing going on. Oh, and I'm also out of brown sugar. I think there's a way to substitute for it using molasses somehow, but that's your problem now. Remember, I'm going to call you when I get to Minette's. If those cookies aren't done, I'm going to go shopping instead, and Minette's going to go bonkers. Ta-ta!
Okay. Now I need to run to the cafe. Come on. We need to get that mint before JJ gets to Minette's. I wonder if JJ's just going to go stand outside the Moulin until she thinks
Mademoiselle
that the cookies can be
Drew.
ready.
What is it now?
Do you think I could order something?
Order anything you like. But know that this time you will pay for
Did I
it.
order something that was
No
too much
problem.
last time? I'm
Henri,
not sorry. It's a game and also you offered to pay.
I think I'll have a crème de glace.
Oui, mademoiselle.
Yay! I mean, you
Ça
get
fait
some mint,
5 euros.
that will be €5.
and you
Money
also
well
get...
spent, I hope.
No, it's well
Ice cream with a sprig of mint on top. So
Very
refreshing.
apparently.
I need to take that mint so I can make those cookies for JJ.
Yes.
I think I'll save the mint for later.
As you wish.
That would be the weirdest request ever.
Glad I ordered that. It was great.
That was good.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
I mean, ice cream. For one
So,
thing.
what else do you wish from me?
I have to
It
go.
was a pleasure talking to you.
D'accord.
I need to go make some cookies. Now I want cookies. Oh, these games make me hungry sometimes. Just wait until the Captain Kirk. That black forest cake, the pretzel, the apple fritter.
Brown sugar.
Yes. Perfect.
Well, here's some molasses. What are books doing in here? What in the world is JJ doing with books on electrical engineering?
Are you saying that a model can also be interested in electrical engineering, Nancy? I think she could. Why can't I look at the recipe? Oh, that's fine.
I'll just chop up this mint. There, I'm ready to start cooking.
Now, 3 cubes of butter. 1, 2. It'd be kind of fun if they did another cooking type thing. We haven't had one in a while. I think Waverly Academy we had a cooking type game. Past that though, I don't think there was anything else. Unless I'm forgetting something. Which is very possible. I mean, you can eat ice cream in Alabama Ashes, but you can't actually make, like, food of any sort. I think that's the baking soda. Okay. That. 1 Mintzberg did not make that much mint, Nancy. You are a magician. Okay. That should be good. Yes.
Must be the mint that makes their edges turn up like that.
Oh,
I'll just
that's so
cool the
good.
cookies off on this rack and I'll be all done.
Boom.
Hello?
Well, are they done?
They sure are.
Describe them.
Describe them?
Describe them. I've made them before, so I'll know you're lying if you fail to mention the one thing that makes them different from other cookies.
Well, their edges curl upwards.
Bingo! Nice going. Because of you, Minette is about to become a very happy camper.
I am going to stay a very happy camper. Okay. Whew. I don't know why I'm tense. I don't think you can actually get fired unless you don't read the cookies correctly. In which case you just remake them. So I guess it's not as tense as I thought it was, but it still makes me like no.
Get the phone, please.
Again? Oh my goodness.
Minette's House of Design.
I need to speak to Minette.
I'm sorry, but she's unavailable.
Just get her on the phone.
She is unavailable.
Get her on the phone now.
Who is this?
Are you going to connect me with Minette or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
Really? 'Cause I thought that was the right answer. I like being obnoxious to that.
A stuffed parrot?
What? Okay, well then. Let's try this again. Now, my notes say go up, right, down, left, up, right. Okay, yeah, I think I can do it from here. It's like the Roadrunner game, but a lot less obnoxious, because you do 2 levels and then you're done. You don't ever have to do it again. Down, left, down, right, up, left, and then just up. So are we saying that the dodos are endangered because eagles and wolves and people killed them, ran into them, chased them with some sort of stick? And 3 down, and left again, and down. Okay, yeah. Not bad. We're in. Yes. I guess.
The letters on this one look different than the letters on the others.
This is one of the games that I think really influenced me as I was growing up, because I still use rude sometimes.
Not exactly my style, but cool.
They're very out there. Although some of them are kind of similar to what you would see today. Pretty cool. Okay, now I need to go buy parrots. Yes, a parrot. It is time to shop for a parrot. Hey,
That
look at
looks
that.
like Dieter. I wonder what he's doing. Hey, Dieter!
Not you.
Hi! No, wait! Dieter! Dieter! What did he run away for? That was weird. Looks like he left something on the bench. These must have fallen out of his pocket.
9.
What's that tornade? That's the woman who that historian was calling about. Why would Dieter be carrying this around?
Because he was.
Bonjour. What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Well, let's see. Is this parrot very expensive?
The price is very reasonable. 20 euro.
I'll give you €1 for it.
Vendu.
He must want to get rid
What
of it
else
pretty
tickles
badly.
your fancy?
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Okay. Let's go talk to Dieter now and see what exactly he was doing. That was a little suspicious, I think. Dieter? Dieter?
Sounds like someone's in the dark room.
You.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
I just wondered what you were doing in Square du Galant Park.
I was just taking a walk.
You dropped an obituary about Noisette Tornade. Shall I leave it for you?
There's no need. I don't want it.
Why were you carrying it around?
Because I was going to send it to my grandmother. I thought she knew the woman. Turns out she did.
You also dropped some kind of trinket. Looks like a miniature clock.
That's something my great-uncle Hans did. It's actually a key. It opens the panel over there to the right of the bookshelf. He lived here during the war. The place has been in the family ever since.
What's behind the panel?
Go ahead and see for yourself. Just be prepared to go a little cuckoo.
Okay then, let's see. What is back here? Okay. Now,
What's up with this?
that has to be turned to 3, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 4, and 1, and 7, and 4, and 2, 7. I did it. I did not really follow my directions because they are wrong.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Believe it or not, that key your uncle gave you opened up some kind of passageway. Is it okay if I see where it goes?
A passageway? You never said anything about the passageway. Go ahead and explore it all you want. Just be careful. This building is very old.
Wonder if his name is Boris.
Is there a reason why his name should be Boris?
I wonder what that symbol means.
I also wonder what this means.
The year when our despair ended. The year when my despair began.
And the answer is the year, I believe it's the year World War II ended, 1945. Awesome, that's fine.
Wonder what that thing is.
I don't know. Well, it's her friend. Or a decoder. Okay. What's the best Schwesterkrank? Wow, that.
Sorry, I'm busy.
I did not say that right. Okay, well, I guess there's nothing else I can do here. I guess we'll go back to JJ's. Oh wait, no. I should have gone back to Nets. Once again, I get to the place where I need to go. I don't need to go there, so I turn around. I guess it doesn't make sense because I don't actually get to the place I need to go. But I think taking the train is one of my favorite ways to get around places because it's pretty fast. Okay. Whoa.
Now
what?
what?
You have to get them out of there.
Who? What happened?
This little box came from me, and when I opened it, all these bugs came pouring out. They're all over the place in there. You have to get them out before they lay eggs or something.
Yeah.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Just go in there and put them back in the box they came in. Carefully. Don't kill any of them. Nothing good ever comes from killing things.
Don't worry. I'll get them out of there for you.
Bless you.
Nancy the hero. Ugh.
That must be the box they came in.
Do not like cockroaches. Okay. Just 8 more. Buggy buggy bug. That's you. Ha! Hello, bugs. Bugs. Wow, it's finished.
This fabric is so strange.
Bugs.
Soft and metallic all at the same time.
6 left. Bug. Bug. Got him. Okay. Huh.
Here, Miss Minette. The books on the women of the French resistance. Exploits of Noisette Tornade. Because she owned the windmill which you now own. This is from that historian who called before. Maybe she can help me figure out why Dita was carrying that obituary around.
Okay. Well. Bug.
Gotcha.
Oh, what is this?
My gosh, the letters in these fonts look exactly like the ones that were used in one of those threatening notes Manette got, which means Heather must have sent it.
Or anyone, because lots of people.
Playtime's over, little guy. Or girl.
Who left? No bugs.
If I were an insect, where would I hide?
Oh, wait. There. Oh. 2 more. Come here, bugs. Oh, what's that?
Wonder how all that red paint got there.
It looks like blood. See. I'm glad you've seen its paint. One of us
Here,
has to.
Buggy.
Come on, bugs. There. So what's left? One more? One more. Let's go the other way. Found him. Okay. And the bugs.
There, that has got to be the last bug.
Uh,
You can open the door now, Manette.
Did you get all of the bugs?
no.
Yes, Manette.
How many are there?
I don't know, 9?
Are they all alive?
Yes.
Yes, Manette.
Are you sure you didn't kill any?
Positive.
And they're all in the box?
Yes.
Okay, listen. I want you to take that box to the park and let those things go. Only I don't want to be here when you come out. Probably the only thing those twisted little vermin are thinking about right now is revenge.
Manette, they're cockroaches.
Exactly. So I want you to count to 10, and then, and only then, are you to come out of there, all right?
Anything you say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What a nut job.
Now before I do that though, there's a couple phone calls I should make. Unfortunately. 0, 1, 0, 1. 6, 1. I think we'll call Zoo first because of the acorn or hazelnuts that I saw. Yeah, hazelnuts.
Hello? I know you are calling for minutes. Please tell me, is this Xing Xing?
No, I'm afraid not. But I know Jing Jing. In fact, I'm staying at her place.
You are the most lucky person in the world. I am a big fan of Xing Xing. I call her house and leave massage. I call Minette because I know she works there, but she will not talk to me. She is too, what is the word? Paranormal?
You mean paranoid?
Yes, paranoid. So, if you are not Xing Xing, why do you call me?
This is Zoo, right?
Yes, I am Zoo.
Well, Zoo, my name is Nancy Drew, and I saw a symbol on the wall when I was in an underground passage not too long ago. It looked like 2 leaves with 2 nut-type things attached to them, and I just wondered if you could tell me what it meant or why it was there.
Yes, of course I can. But first, you must have Xing write something for me.
Write something for you?
You must have her write something that I can keep. Have her write, "So, my love, Xing." Then, take the metro to the Denver Rochereau station, enter the catacombs, find the bones from the Magdalene Cemetery, and put the autograph in the skull below the plaque.
Have her write Zoo, my love, Jing, go to the catacombs, find the Magdalene Cemetery bones, and leave the autograph in a skull.
Yes, exactly that. Don't worry about desecrating the person whose bones they may be. The skull, it is a fake. My friend and I put it there. And so, after you deliver it, you call me and I tell you all about the symbol you saw.
But what if Jing Jing refuses?
Then, Nancy Drew, it seems we will both be very disappointed.
So that's reassuring. 18:30. I think now I'm gonna call Lynn Enrique. I think that's his name. Lynn something. Yes, Lynn Enrique. Okay. 1, 5, 9, 5, 5, 5, 6, 8, 3, 8. What? Do that all over again. 1, 3, 13. Okay. Then the international calling card thing has to pick up. There we go. 1, 5, 5, 9, 5, 5, 6. It's 5, 5, 5. Okay, let's see. Okay, one more time. I need to talk to her. Huh. 1, 3. I just cannot dial a phone today. At least my mouse is working. Okay. 1 5 5 9 5 5 5 6 8 3 8. Pick up, please. If you're not there, this
Modern European History, Lynn Manrique. Hello, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Paris. Actually, I talked to you earlier when you tried to call Manette. She's finally calling me back? Wonderful. Please, put her on. I'd like to, but I'm afraid she's still too busy to talk to you. Oh. But if you don't mind, could I ask you a couple of questions about Noisette Tournade? Certainly. You mentioned hidden plunder in your letter to Manette. What did you mean? Some people said that during the war she took various pieces of artwork, mostly from churches, and stashed them away somewhere so they wouldn't fall into enemy hands. That sounds pretty heroic to me. Well, some people said she stole them for herself. And unfortunately, the artwork remains lost to this day. No one knows exactly what Noisette took, or if indeed she took anything. You see, from 1942 until the liberation of Paris, Noisette worked as a translator for the Germans by day and an encoder for the French resistance by night. This, as you might imagine, made everyone suspicious of her, both French and Germans alike. And after the war, things got ugly. Especially when people found out she was romantically involved with a German soldier. His name was Hans von Schwesterkrank. You're kidding me. What happened to him? Hans left Paris right after the war and never returned, leaving Noisette to fend for herself. She was tried as a collaborator in 1946 and acquitted, but the experience left her quite bitter. She never married, you know, very private person. She served as Paris's director of public works for more than 20 years, yet not one person has been able to tell me what her favorite color was. In any case, Noisette was terribly hurt that the city she loved had turned on her like that. After her trial, she told the press that the truth of what she'd done during the war resided in her and in the person and place she loved the most. And that was that. She never spoke of her wartime activities again. I assume that the person she was referring to was Hans von Schwesterkrank, who passed away a year or two ago, and that the place was her beloved Moulin, which is where she lived for almost half a century after the war. That's why I'm hoping Manette will allow me to visit it. Now, I've got a question for you. In the hours before she died, Noisette was said to have constantly muttered 3 words, red, left, green. Is there anything inside the Moulin that has to do with red, left, green? Anything at all? No, but I'll keep that in mind and let you know if I see something. I'd appreciate it. Any other questions? Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Call back anytime.
I could talk to her about all those things, but it would take quite a while. Okay. Let's do continuity first. I think that would be the best choice. Mostly I just need to stop with take a picture. Also to let the cockroaches go.
Okay, guys, end of the line. You are out of here.
I don't want to be keeping those too long. Disgusting. Okay, let's get a picture of this cross. Awesome. Now we will go to Jing and subtly get her autograph. I mean, it has to be very subtle. We don't want to just go out and ask for it. Of course she'll say no, right?
Hey, Rumi, how's it going?
I just talked to this huge fan of yours. He'd really like your autograph.
I'm flattered, but unfortunately he's out of luck. Nobody gets my autograph. I'm afraid that someone will use it to forge my name and steal my identity.
Valid concern.
This guy wouldn't do that.
Stuff like that happens to people like me all the time. I'm just not going to take the chance. Want to play hangman?
That'd be great.
Well, of course.
Z. U.
Oopsie.
Oops.
Y.
Whoops.
Nope.
L.
Uh-oh.
O. V.
Did I do that?
You lose. Correct.
Oh, look.
J. I.
I'm doing so awful.
Correct.
N.
Correct.
G. I wasn't even
How
close.
sad.
May I have that piece of paper?
Sure. Want to play again?
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Ha ha ha, I tricked you. And it was a pretty obvious trick too. Really obvious. But I guess I will go here and
S'il vous plaît. That's one less coin in my purse.
the
Magdalene.
note in the skull.
This must be the place Sue was
No?
talking about. And there's a skull.
Okay, put it in the eye. Now we'll get some pictures for Dieter. Although now the skull has paper in the eye. So, might not have been exactly what he wanted. Let's see if he's out of his bug for a minute. I need to talk to him.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
But this is really important. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Well, if you want, you could take some stock photos for me.
Sure.
The list of things I need pictures of is on my desk. You can use the camera I'll let you borrow.
I'll get right on it.
Okay.
Oh, no. The list is in French.
Well, then it's good. I will take it with me. Let's see. What do I need a picture of now? I just need a teapot. I just need a teapot. I got a picture of everything else, but I forgot to put a picture of the teapot. And I also have to go get a French dictionary to make sure that Nancy knows that it was translated.
I already made Minette her tea.
Yeah, I know. I just need a picture. I was hoping I could zoom in. You are here.
Did you get the stuffed parrot?
Here you go. What's it for, anyway?
It's a Minette thing. You wouldn't understand. No one would.
No.
What's with all the red paint that's splattered on the wall in Minette's studio?
I came in one morning last month, and there it was. Minette must have had a bad night.
You didn't ask her about it?
Minette always throws things when she's upset. Remember what happened when you first arrived?
Oh, yeah, the potted plant. I get your point.
Yeah.
Why did you write Minette that threatening letter?
What? You think I wrote those letters?
I think you wrote at least one of them.
Can you prove it?
The letters on it match the memo you sent
That's
Minette
not
about fonts.
Okay. A couple months ago, I got so fed up with her that I just had to get back at her somehow. I'd seen how upset those other letters made her, so I sent one of my own, but just that one. And I never intended to really do anything to her. I just wanted her to suffer, you know, emotionally.
The way she made you suffer when she started going out with Dieter.
You really don't miss a trick, do you?
No, I don't.
I thought when she dumped him like that he'd finally come to his senses and realize that I'm the one he should be with. But even now, even after she broke up with him, she still has some kind of weird, sick hold on him. Look, you're not going to tell Minette about this, are you? There's really no need. It'll just upset her all over again. And she's so far behind as it is. And there's no telling how she'd take it out on me, or on you, for that matter, just for telling her. So don't say anything to her, okay?
I'm gonna have to think about it. I'll see you later.
That is actually kind of a tough call. But now that I have left of that, I should probably call Zoo. And then I need to go get a French dictionary. And then run back to Dieter's. And then run back to the catacomb.
It's Nancy Drew. Did you get the autograph?
It is magnifique. You were wise not to try to fool me, Nancy. I know Jing's handwriting better than I know my own.
Maybe she
So,
does have
here is what I know about that symbol. I call it the hazelnut because to me that is what it looks like. A noisette.
Wait a minute. A noisette?
Yes, that is French for hazelnut. I have seen it in only one place in the catacombs. To reach this place, return to the catacombs and go to the skull where you left Jing's autograph. Lift the top part of the skull and push the red button. That will open a secret passage that will lead you to the noisette.
Great. Thank you.
But if you go there, you must be careful. The tunnel police, they are one problem. The tunnels, they are another.
What do you mean?
Some of the tunnels, especially near the Mouton beverage companies, they are water filled with trees.
You mean waterlogged?
Ah, yes, waterlogged. You must swim underwater to reach the place where I saw the noisette. And the water is very cold. You will need a wetsuit. Good luck, Nancy Drew. You will need that too.
Well, sounds like I'm ready to go to Pont Neuf. I think once I go here, I'm mostly done with this day of sleeping. Oh, I'm sleeping. think. I don't know. I think you-
Bonjour,
yes, you do.
mademoiselle. You asked to return. I have many new things. You see?
Yes, you
A
do.
baby doll head.
I could use a French-English dictionary. How much?
This is the best French-English dictionary you can buy in all of Paris. Not too big, simple to use, hundreds and hundreds of words. I practically give it to you for 30 euro.
I'll take it.
It is yours. What else
Practically
appeals
give it
to
me,
you?
huh? I need this
I
flashlight.
could use a flashlight. Mine was in my lost luggage.
That is only 10 euro. Battery is included.
What about €3?
It is yours. What else appeals to you?
Nothing.
Actually, I'm not interested in buying anything right now.
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au
Anything
revoir.
else, anyway.
Bonjour,
No.
mademoiselle. What
Ah.
you need, I am sure to have.
Well, actually, I'm not interested in buying anything right now.
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au revoir.
Nancy is this guy's best customer, I'd say. Okay. Now we can go back and talk to Dieter. Let's see, I already have a wetsuit. I'll do that. As long as I got all the pictures, which I think I did. Yes.
Did you take all those photos for me?
I sure did. They're all right there in your camera.
So you had some questions for me?
What do you know about Noisette Tornade?
Why is that here?
The French resistance fighter? I seem to recall reading that she died recently, and that's about it. Why do you ask?
I know 3 things, Mr. von Schwesterkrank. 1, Noisette Tornade, whose obituary you were carrying until it fell out of your pocket in the park. Noisette used to own the old windmill Minette now owns. 2, during World War II, she was rumored to have hidden several valuable works of art from the Germans somewhere in Paris. And 3, she was romantically involved with a German soldier named Hans von Schwesterkrank.
Oh, yes. I know all those things too. Hans was my great uncle. But there are 1 or 2 things you don't know, Fräulein. You could not have known that just before he passed away, my great uncle gave me that.
What is it?
Something Noisette gave to him. Turn it over and look on the back. Unfortunately, my great uncle couldn't remember what any of it meant. She used to be the director of public works, so I went to her favorite park to see if anything there might help me figure out what that card means. But I discovered nothing. You can keep that if you want.
I can?
Yes, I give up. I don't care anymore.
Have you shown this to anyone else?
No, I was too afraid Minette would hear about it. You see, since Minette owns the Moulin where Noisette spent most of her life, I thought dating her would help me figure out what that card meant. But then something totally unexpected and tragic happened. I fell in love with her. Minette is one of the cleverest, most infuriating yet fascinating women I have ever met.
You still feel that way? Even after she broke up with you like that?
I can't help myself. I thought that if I found that missing artwork, I would be a hero and Minette would change her mind about me. But I can barely keep my mind on my work these days, let alone on finding some mystical treasure. If you want to look for it, go right ahead. Right now, the only thing I'm interested in recovering is Minette. What is it now?
It was fun
Well, I
talking to
guess we're
you.
done talking.
Come back anytime.
Is it really fun talking to him if he's just going to talk to us like that, Nancy? I don't think so. If we're here, I want to get this stuff out of the way. I only like going into the catacombs once because I'm escaping from those police.
Une entrée, s'il vous plaît.
Ooh, escaping from the police can be a chore. Okay, let's see if I can find my way. No. Oh. Well, that wasn't too hard.
It's time to put on the wetsuit. Hope it's more comfortable than it looks.
Okay,
Ooh.
let's go down. Oh, nice. Fun. Quickly. Before we die. Uh-oh. No! Oh, I turned around. Well, that was kind of a useless trick. Back to the bottom. Is this like our first game going underwater, I think? That's pretty cool. not spend a lot of time up there. We could die. Ah, yes, there we are. Okay, I believe it's this way. Oh, Nancy. Over here. Up, 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 up. Okay. With the code to this.
Okay, a rough translation would be, in Europe, near the new bridge, Snow White lives in a red castle. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
All I know about solving this is that it has something to do with the map. The map of, what do you call it?
I have no idea what this is, but after everything I went through to get here, I'm taking it.
Oh, the train map. I really don't know exactly. It has something to do with the colors, I think. I think my dad solved that puzzle for me. Nope, nope. Okay. So I don't actually remember, or even if I ever knew, how to do that part. But as long as I know the code, I can get to the game, so it's not too much trouble.
A rat!
Well, we're not supposed to be afraid of mice, but I think we can be afraid of rats. Come on. Hey. Rat of the catacombs. Now I should probably go to Pont Neuf. I can't believe I haven't had to go to bed yet. Normally, it makes you go to bed. I'm not complaining. Okay, first I need to solve this. Oh. Red, left, green. So all the green ones. And the red eyes that point to the left.
Sue Loren, 4154. To the memory of the French fighters.
Look at that. Okay. I'm really amazed.
Bonjour. I have many new things, you see?
Wow, you sure do.
You are sure to find something you like.
Looks like Dave's hat.
How much are you asking for this steak?
That is made of the finest wood, and it can be used for many, many things. It is one of my most popular items. For that reason, I sell for 13 euros.
I'll give you 10 euros.
Voila. What else do you like?
I think I need this string.
Is this just regular string?
That is very good string. Very strong. Very good to have around. You can buy for only 6 euros.
How about 3 euros?
Voila. What
Yes.
else do you like?
Nothing.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. You.
Bonjour, Mademoiselle returns.
And she returns with a bottle of Mouton Forte, 1968.
Oh la la, you did it. So, I take this and give you this.
Yeah.
Take it. You have earned it.
Thanks.
What else tickles your fancy?
Nothing.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Okay, awesome. There we go. There we go. That is obnoxious. All those noises. Come on, purple. What? I hear a squirrel.
What was that?
A squirrel!
Hey, what's going on? Shoot, that pesky squirrel must have jumped on the handle and moved the windmill.
You know, I am willing to say that squirrels are the most annoying animal in all of Nancy Drew. Both games where we have squirrels just, they crawl around and mess things up and they steal stuff. Squirrels. Squirrels in real life aren't much better. Yay! I mean, the squirrels in my backyard, they're always eating the vegetables. They scare off the birds.
Time to get out my flashlight.
It's just ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, tiny little pink flashlight to go on this very long walk through the... What is this? Like an underground passage, I guess. Look at all these stalactites. Whichever one hangs down. Stalagmites. I think they're tights. Because they come from the top. I don't know if I'm making that up though. I learned the difference between them years ago, how to tell which one's which. And I know like how you tell, I just don't know which one is which. So it really doesn't help me at all. And we get to go back. We went all that way just for tea. Oh, Nancy. Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. What are we going to do with you? I mean, she buys a flashlight to prepare, but did she buy good shoes? That's a lot of walking. I bet she didn't get good shoes. Ooh, I see the end. Let's get out of here. Get out of the muck. I bet there are rats down there. And yet she did not shriek. Okay. We are gone from the park.
Uh-oh. Dad made me promise not to go anywhere by myself after dark.
Huh.
This'll have to wait until tomorrow.
That took a really long time to happen, though. I'm impressed. Literally, I think I just have to talk to like 2 more people. Do a couple things. Wow. Okay. Awesome. First things first. We need to talk to Jean-Michel Traquenard. It's not hard names. It's not Traquenard. It's Traquenard. Traquenard. It's not hard.
Mademoiselle Drew,
You.
what is it now?
The picture of
Are you
Minette
upset
that was in the
with me?
June issue of Glam Glam, was it cropped? Do you remember?
I'm sure it was. Most photographs are these days. Why?
Do you think I could see the uncropped picture?
As it happens, all the pictures which I
forgot
use
about
in my articles are stored right here in my digital assistant. I will help you, mademoiselle, but only if you help me first. You see, the owner of this cafe, he faces a crise. The person who makes desserts for him has stepped out for his customary 2.5-hour break. Unfortunately, a bus full of American teenagers has pulled up, and all are clamoring for parfait. So, I will tell the owner that you will make the parfait, and when you do, he will be indebted to me and will allow me to continue using this table as my office. And I will be indebted to you and will allow you to see the picture. You see how it works?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the picture. Okay. Looks like I've got chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, caramel ice cream, bananas, tapioca balls, berries, and whipped cream.
Good.
The first one I have to make is an X-Croix.
So, let's see. Whipped cream first. Then strawberry ice cream. Then this. And this. And that. Oops. And that.
Parfait!
Parfait!
Now they
Now, does
want
that
the
also mean
l'envers.
perfect in French? I don't speak French outside of, like, hello.
Oui,
I
c'est ça!
remember how to make that one. That one's easy.
Next up, a tropical.
This one is not so easy. I think it's pastry and strawberry. Oh my goodness, these would be so good.
Parfait!
Now they want the
parfait.
l'envers.
Okay, yeah, that was that one again. You know, I say I remember how to do it, and then I have to keep looking at the instructions. But I'd rather do that than do it wrong.
Next is a corbeau.
Okay, so that's this, then this, then I do bananas, then this again. Nice little pattern.
Merci.
Thank you.
Yes.
I mean, you're welcome.
One mystique coming up.
Tapioca. Multicolored tapioca. Interesting. Whipped cream and then more tapioca.
Oui, c'est ça!
I did it right.
Well, yes, Nancy, you're
Here
following
comes a
instructions.
fantasy.
When you follow instructions, you usually do things right. Unless the instructions are hard to follow. So
Merci.
we just put whipped cream on top of whipped cream.
A Lulu.
A Lulu. I bet there's no parrot in this. Probably for the best.
C'est bien.
I'm getting there. There.
Getting there,
All
that
done.
was the end.
The owner, he tells me you did a good job. And so, as was our agreement, here is the picture you wish to see.
Great.
Thank
Thank you.
So, what else do you wish from me?
Talk to you about
I'm
the
staying with
photograph.
JJ Ling, the model. Do you know her?
But of course, I know everyone who is anyone when it comes to fashion. And Gigi, she is a breath of fresh air.
But what about JJ Ling?
No, Nancy.
You mean Gigi Ling?
No, I mean JJ.
Nancy.
Gigi.
Nancy.
JJ.
Nancy.
En français, you pronounce G like J and J like G. She may very well be JJ in America, but in France, she is Gigi.
How well does she get
Nancy.
along with Minette?
Oh,
From what I hear, very well. Which is surprising when you consider all things. I assume she told you how she was tricked into a current contract with Minette.
let's pretend we know
Yes.
things. People tell you they know
Terrible
that way.
thing, being tricked like that.
Of course, it was Gigi's agent to misled her, not Minette. Nevertheless, Gigi seemed very upset when I talked to her. She does not wish to be stuck in Paris for so long. The perils of being a model, eh?
Thank you for talking to me.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
So could JJ be sabotaging Minette in order that she can get out faster? But actually, no, that doesn't make sense because it's making Minette take longer. So if Gigi is doing this, then she's kind of messing herself up here. Okay. First we have to turn the dials.
The dials on this thing move.
Dials usually do, Nancy. Okay, do.
Looks like I should
And we
type
type.
a message using my own keyboard.
It's hilarious, actually. The first time I played this, she said that, and I was like, oh, well, we need to go find a keyboard then. Because I didn't realize that my own keyboard meant the literal keyboard with the computer the player has. Really should have been obvious in hindsight, but it took a while to figure that out.
Rouge, bleu, rouge. Looks like French to me.
Oh my goodness, Nancy. Can't take her anywhere. She's so embarrassing. Where's my mouse? Here we go. Okay. What is this?
What is that?
Who's out there?
It's just me, Nancy. Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Nothing. Everything's fine. You just stay in there and keep working. Looks like this thing is set to go off if she opens the door. I've got to figure out how to disarm this thing before she opens the door.
What are you doing out there?
Just having
Nothing.
fun.
Just stay in there. Everything's fine.
Just throwing a party. I think, okay, that one must go there, and then that goes there. This triangle goes here. That, uh-oh. Wait, no, yeah, okay. Oh, that one goes, here. These two need switched. That needs to be green, so that's red. That needs to be the...
There. I'm done. I won't. I promise. I better get rid of this thing and really freaks.
Easier than I thought it'd be, anyway. Okay. Awesome. Is Minette even here? No. Then who was I talking to? It's
I
so
need something
weird.
that's the same shape as this.
Where was Minette? Well, I was talking
I'm
to her.
supposed to put these colors in a
Ah.
certain order.
Yeah, the colors that we just found out about. So red, white, red, blue. I believe the colors of France. Whoa. Dramatic. I wonder how many years it's been since this came. Cool. Awesome. Run. Okay. That's my key.
Wow.
Beautiful.
So that's what Noisette stole during the war. Stained glass.
Yeah. Now we have to wait for us to read this very long letter.
If you're reading this, it means that I am dead. and that you have discovered my secret.
Also, she's
Yes,
half
the
fluent in
rumors
French
were
somehow.
correct. With the help of Hans von Schwesterkrank, I took the stained glass you see in front of you and hid it. Not for personal gain, but so these exquisite pieces of art would not be lost to the dangers of war. I was not a traitor, nor was Hans. He helped me because he knew it was the right thing to do. But why, you are asking, why, when the war ended, did I not return them? Why did I not even admit taking them? At first, it was because I was angry. After all that I had done for my country, when my friendship with Hans was discovered, people turned against me and accused me of terrible things. I wanted to hurt the people of Paris the way they were hurting me, so I said nothing about the stained glass. Then, when at long last I was deemed innocent, my anger subsided, but fear took its place. I was afraid that if I revealed what I had done, the accusations would start up again, and people would once again call me a criminal and question my motives and assail my character, and it would have been too much to bear. Hans had gone back to Germany, and despite his promises to the contrary, I knew I would never see him again. Like everyone else, I just wanted to get on with what was left of my life, so again I said nothing. And gradually time passed, and Paris healed, and I healed. Yet the right time for telling the world my secret never seemed to come. And now I am Director of Public Works, a job I hold not only because I love this city, but because I wanted to make sure that someone, you, would be able to eventually find what I hid. Please make sure these pieces make a safe return to the world above, when you see them as they were meant to be seen, with sunlight streaming through their panes, interrupting the darkness with color and meaning and joy. Only then will you truly understand why I did what I did a lifetime ago. NT. XIVIII.
Okay.
Uh-oh, the door locked behind me, and nobody knows I'm down here. Not good.
Now, I can do the decoding, but if I don't have to, I kind of don't want to. Like I said, I can... Oh, I don't have to. Okay. I can get kind of lazy when I play Nancy Drew games. That I played a lot. If I have my notes, especially.
Well, does the dress work?
Wow.
It does indeed.
Yeah, yeah! What about when I whispered? And when I turned my back? Could you hear what I said then?
Answer, I could hear everything. With this dress, we will be able to hear every word that is spoken within 10 meters of the First Lady. And what we hear, what we sell, will make us the wealthiest spies on the planet.
Hey!
Over-the-top German bad
I made
guys.
you the dress, so how about paying me?
After the First Lady takes possession, that is our deal.
Look, I put up with the dead flowers, the letters, the paint, the idiotic phone calls. I put up with all your stupid threats for months. I deserve to get paid now.
Those weren't threats. Those were incentives meant to keep you on track. And they obviously worked. You'll get your money when she gets the dress. Let's go, Gunza.
But they're picking it up for her tomorrow. What difference does it make whether you pay me now or 24 hours from now?
Well, because in the next 5
Sounds
minutes,
like
Nancy
Annette
could
made
ruin
that
your
dress for
plan.
the First Lady to be some kind of bugging device. I've got to get it out of here and take it to the police.
Come on, let's get out of here. The dress.
Where did you come from? You've been hiding in here, eavesdropping. You heard everything, didn't you?
Yeah?
Not everything, but enough to know that thanks to you, those two guys intend to use this dress to bug the World Summit.
I knew there was something sneaky about you the minute you walked into my office. I should have tossed you out on the spot and told Amy Grunhill to stuff it. Well, newsflash, sister, I am about to knock your nosy little block off.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking you out, Nancy, and I don't mean for sushi.
Oh, I love the puns. Ha!
Shazaho!
Oh, yeah.
Hita!
Yeah, that would be an awful place to get hit. Although the way her palms are positioned, could she actually hit you?
Ho, 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 ho.
Ha! Nancy making
Go!
her response
Hope you're a
noises.
good loser, because you are going down.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ho!
I love these noises. They're just
Issa, issa,
she has to do perfect form.
sa.
Ooh, that was bad. Sorry,
Kila.
Nancy. Ooh, that was also bad. Sorry, Nancy. Okay, I know that one. Cheetah.
You're starting to look a little tired there.
Who is she? I think.
Kila. Oh,
Haha,
so
I
you
got
think you
that
can
one.
block me, eh?
I think I just did. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Almost moved. Come on. Shazza. No,
Your
that
goose
was
is
bad.
cooked.
I guess the left side of my
Issa.
body is not
Issa.
good at blocking. How is Nancy blocking exactly? Are we a snake now, Manette?
Sa.
Hee.
Ho, 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 ho.
I love your perfect form, and you know, if you
Issa.
didn't make these
Issa.
noises before and do the very
Arm's starting to
detailed
feel a little
positions,
weak.
I'm sure it's good fighting form, but you know, it's not good for fighting. It's a very organized fight. I think Minette has a lot of honor to fight this way.
Hey!
Where did you learn to block like that?
I fought imaginary elves that were stronger
Where
than
did I
you.
learn to block like this? I think I learned by you giving me away your every move with your noises. Which is very helpful, thank you.
Shazza.
Ha! You're almost out of energy, Minette.
Issa. Issa.
And I am far from out of energy, Minette. Also, what are you wearing? A one piece with a cape?
Hey! Might as well
Kinda
give up,
strange.
Minette.
Maybe it's high fashion. Oh. Sorry, Nancy.
Ho, 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 ho.
Huh.
Ho!
I think one more hit ought to do it. Oh yeah.
I can't believe it. You never threw a single punch, yet you beat me. Life is so unfair. So horribly unrude.
That would generally be true, yeah. Well, let's see what her face looks like.
Where am I?
The big reveal. It's a tattoo.
Oh my
She kind of
gosh.
looks like a better version of Katie Firestone.
And there it was, the real reason why Minette wore that mask. A tattoo, which she later admitted she had gotten on the spur of the moment and which she instantly regretted, calling it the stupidest thing she'd ever done in her
Why didn't
life.
she get it removed?
She also admitted that the reason she had fallen so far behind schedule was because Ernst and Gunther Schmeck, former members of the East German secret police, were paying her a small fortune to create a dress for the First Lady out of fabric they supplied. This fabric was infused with microscopic circuitry that would allow them to eavesdrop on the World Summit. All three have been arrested, which means Minette will probably be designing her next collection from a jail cell. And she doesn't care for stripes.
Oh.
As for the beautiful pieces of stained glass that Noisette Tornade hid away years ago, they have been returned to the churches they came from. And Noisette is finally getting the respect and gratitude she was denied after the war. Not that she was perfect, but it seems to me her biggest fault wasn't doing too little for her beloved city of Paris, but trying to do too much.
Yeah.
And as
What's
if
to
listing
say
a
she
pair of
couldn't have gone
spies
after
and recovering
Hans?
lost treasure weren't
Why
enough,
didn't she?
Heather took over Minette's
She just
spring
gave up.
show and had me be one of the models. Believe it or not, I managed to make it all the way down the runway and back without falling flat on my face. Of course, I still have no idea what I was wearing, but I can tell you one thing. It was rude. Very rude.
I love how she uses different ink to emphasize that. But yeah, the saying, that was rude and not the Minette way, it's kind of common. Oh. Okay.
Time to dig out the tank top,
keep getting
stock
the
up on
full ones.
sunscreen, and slip on those sandals, because for my next adventure, I'm off to Hawaii, to the Big Island to be exact, where I'll be helping out this quirky entomologist, that's a bug scientist, by the way, who has just made a disturbing discovery. In fact, my working vacation quickly turns into a series of disturbing discoveries, including one that involves a legendary monster with a nasty temper and an appetite for revenge. So come with me to this island paradise and help me solve the mystery surrounding the creature of Cotton Cave. Until then, aloha.
Have you noticed how a lot of their beach games, all three of them, Creature of Kapu Cave, Ransom and the Seven Ships, The Shattered Medallion, they have really good teaser trailers, and then when the game happens, a lot of people seem to be disappointed. Well, anyway, that has been Danger by Design. Thank you for watching, and stay sleuby.